know we've seen bees before, vaguely, but apparently beekeeping is now a thing. And we have a new writer, Josh Haber, who honestly did a pretty good job. Honestly. Okay, so we've got all the main six in this one. Pretty unusual for a singular episode. But again, it's a pretty nice transition, which I'll explain in the end. But it begins with Twilight still trying to figure out the plot device box, figure out how to open the plot device box from earlier. And then she and Spike head out to the old castle in the Everfree. Interesting. In a way to find how to open the box. Cut to Jack and Dash with Pinky finishing off a dare contest, if you will. And the last one is don't blink while covered in bees. But at least they have suits on. Sadly, that goes awry, and transition to Fluttershy and Rarity going to the old castle, but for a different reason. Rarity wants to restore the old tapestries. Well, at least one. Well, Fluttershy is just an accompaniment, but she's rather shy, of course, or rather afraid to experience the scares, because apparently there was a legend, which I'll get to later. Angel scampers up in front of them and gets lost, so they have to go in. And after that, we shift between, well, that, Twilight's discoveries, and here's how Applejack and Rainbow are going to finish it off. It is said that not all of Nightmare's dark magic has left the castle, and that apparently haunts as Pony of Shadows. That would make something interesting. So it's pretty much everyone except Pinkie Pie, but we'll get to that later, spending the night in the castle, doing their own things. Basic, but there are a lot of discoveries to be made, like mysterious goings in the castle, the old journal of the Royal Sisters, and I'm not kidding about moving parts in the castle. There are literally secret switches and levers that pretty much open trapdoors, secret passageways, and sorts. All I'm asking is, does Canterlot have that? Oh, and here's something interesting. Twilight apparently there's a spell that can actually freeze someone in place. That's something. And then apparently the castle has an old organ called the Organ to the Outside. I wonder if there's anything else that has something like that, where an organ controls things. Well, albeit Filmation Ghostbusters had something, but that was different. Eventually, they make their way to the organ, and the pony playing it turns out to be Pinkie Pie?
What a twist!
So apparently she went to ring the school bell after the daring attempt failed, and of course that's short, so that would pretty much make sense. But honestly, I almost thought that was Luna for a second. So afterwards, they reconcile in the old sister's bedroom. And by inspiration of the journal, they decide to write a journal themselves. Fascinating. I wonder if there's any Twimortal fanfiction. Yeah, I made up something. Anyway, Twimortal fanfiction that's gonna have her go back and review that. I honestly want to see that. And then towards the end, we get a ebook lyric, but honestly, I'm wondering if that's Sakura just playing tricks again. Because if you remember the Sakura episode, she had yellow glowing eyes. But honestly, Kasumi is actually kind of good. Well, okay, it could be. Okay, it's pretty basic, predictable, and somehow it doesn't. In some ways, it doesn't hold up, but honestly, I liked it. There were a ton of good ideas, and a new writer really not that bad. So, honestly, a 3.5 out of 5 for this one.